Hi, this is Mike Agron, Executive Webinar Producer with WebAttract. And what you're about to hear is an unsolicited testimonial from Andre Ellman, Director of Business Development, from one of our past webinar clients, Mercer International. Mercer International is a New Jersey-based company that manufactures oil water separators, and they were just notified that they won a major deal. I can't tell you the amount, but it's 7 figures for the first nuclear facility to be built in the United States in 3 decades. So take a listen to what Andre has to say, and we sure hope it inspires you to want to have a conversation with us. Thanks so much.
So I'd have to lead with the most effective thing that we did in the last year since I've been here at Mercer, which is engage in a relationship with a company called WebAttract. WebAttract is a vertically integrated webinar production company that deals with everything from content creation, invitation, audience recruitment, and production day of, and even sales enablement and post webinar follow up if you choose to task them with such. It's the most impressive, organized, fully integrated solution to spreading a message, a call to action across new folks who you've never touched before. Now, to name drop some of the larger companies they've dealt with, the Microsofts, the ULs of the world, the IBMs, the Siemens, the Googles, the ITT, all those companies have gone to them for a reason. But I think what's particularly impressive is the way that they're able to work with leaner, almost emerging brands who have something important to say, and they just need to reach a broader audience. Now, you can't spend $5,000 to $10,000 in every single magazine to say what you do differently, especially if you hit a couple different industry segments. And the best part about the audience recruitment is they can really whittle down whatever title you need. They have a database of over 30 million B2B contacts, and that does straddle the industrial, manufacturing, and engineering space as well. And we just couldn't be more impressed, to have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people sign up for the event and to drive over 200 butts in seats for a webinar that was very, very informative, that we had 90% retention rate for the full hour of our presentation was fantastic. We shook out a couple large opportunities out of the deal. Mike's a heck of a guy. His right arm, Patty Van Hooser, dealt with everything, invitation creation. She kept us in line. She kept the process moving, because it really is the best practices that they have and that they were able to share about calls to action, about the rhythm of how a successful webinar is put on was phenomenal. I mean, anybody can put on a webinar. Anybody can throw out an invitation to thousands of folks they have in a stale database, but to hit 50,000 new people 4 times in between the eyes was something that's important, and you want those fresh leads. Mike and his team are the guys that I'd point you to. It's I included a link to the archived, chapterized version of this that was been edited and actually has a considerable space of real estate right there on my front homepage. It still begets tons of leads on a monthly basis for me, and like I said, if I had to pick one thing I could push you in the right direction to, Mike Agron and WebAttract would be just that. They've done so well over the last few years that Citrix Online, the actual organization that owns GoToMeeting, has actually tasked them to be their in-house webinar content producers for any of their customers that want to take advantage of their services. Comes highly recommended. Mike Agron, I shared his information with you, so when he comes calling, it would behoove you to give him a few minutes of your time.
Make sure you visit our Learning Center at webattract.com to learn more, as well as to watch other best practice videos, view some case studies, and watch our library of on-demand webinars.